Okay, music, you can stop now. Thank you. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Okay, good night. That's it. That's the show. Bye. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Hi. How's it going? I had a nap. I'm still tired. Sean, go sleep now. Alright, here's the boys. Here's the boys, yeah. The boys! Hi, boys. How's it going?
We're just
finishing up a game in
Destiny 2 here.
Destiny 2, yeah.
That's
finishing up a
why.
Mission.
Oh.
I'm tired because I'm still working.
8-hour days? Jeez.
7 hours.
Oh, God.
7 a.m. shifts. So, being a night owl and refusing to change my ways, I'm really tired.
Yeah, I know that.
Because lack of sleep.
Story of my life, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I had a nap for about an hour. It was good.
Good. At least it's
but
that.
I'm still tired.
You know your old wing.
I just made my body more aware of how tired it was by giving it a taste of sleep.
A taste of sleep, which just sounds like an album name.
Yes.
Well, really, you need at least an hour and a half to get into REM state, so you're not doing anything for yourself.
That is correct, normally. However, if you set your mind into power nap mode before... Yeah, I actually did go fully into REM sleep, though. Like, I had vivid...
Oh, shit, I died.
I had vivid dreams.
What was that about?
I'm just trying to talk, and things keep happening to interrupt me.
I was
involving other people's voices.
Having a cat moment, gotcha.
I'm sure Cass approves.
Yeah. Immensely, I imagine. Somewhere, Cass is giggling.
Why is it so fucking hot in here? Maybe I have a fever. Maybe I'm dying. I'm just dying. That's it.
You can be running people from lack of sleep, actually.
This is the last SNI ever, because next week I'll be dead. Sorry. It's been a good run.
Wow, that won't be taken out of context.
You might be running a fever because you are exhausted.
That's entirely possible. I have this
What
morning's...
I was going to say?
Huh?
I was going to say something, but then I realized I was interrupting again. Sorry!
I put on this morning's coffee to reheat, because I was in such a rush this morning, having been so tired and getting up with so little time before having to leave that I didn't have time to drink it. So I'm reheating it, because no coffee should go to waste. So,
but that's your life. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yes. Harry Dean Stanton's character in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me would approve, I'm sure. Because that character often reheated coffee. He called it a cup of Good Morning America. He gave it to the visiting FBI agent, and the FBI agent took a sip, and he's like, "Yep, that definitely has the sting of the 24-hour blend." So that was great. R.I.P. Harry Dean.
Oh yeah, he did die, didn't he? Damn.
He did, just last year, right after doing the new Twin Peaks.
Oh no, I didn't make my jump. Fuck.
You know.
That really sucks, because to me, just based on what we have seen of Twin Peaks, he was Twin Peaks.
He was Twin Peaks, yeah.
He was that show, man. He made that show what it was.
He definitely fit right into that world.
There's that
like a well-worn glove.
Oh, there he is. Ah! Alright. Sorry, I want the experience.
Me too. Experience is good. It means you learn something.
Experience.
Now I can actually say what I was going to say.
Okay?
Okay. So,
Oh, anyway.
I was going to say that people have...
Son of a bitch!
Oh shit, I died!
People have sometimes very vivid dreams, even when they don't go into REM state. So
That's true.
there are scientific studies indicating that REM state doesn't necessarily... You don't necessarily have to be in REM state to have
Fuck science. What does it know?
vivid dreams.
Tell me the Earth is
Everything,
round, and that's
literally.
bullshit.
I just thought that. What does it know? Everything, literally.
Yes. Speaking of fuck science, what does it know? Art Bell passed away this
Oh
week.
yeah, Rip Art Bell.
Yeah.
The reason why our show is called Psychotronic Coast to Coast.
Oh, really? Oh, there you go.
We don't live on. Neither of us live on a coast. So it's literally homage.
Well, there you go. Very nice.
So I went to see Isle of Dogs, and it was awesome. And that's what I'm saying. I love dogs.
Cool. I went to work today without bringing a lunch, thinking, hey, I just got paid. I'll just buy lunch when I go to work. It'll be fine. Completely forgetting that the cafe from which I would have bought said lunch is closed on weekends. So,
Conveniently.
and it's nowhere near anywhere that I can walk to and grab some food. Like, it's in the middle of a fucking industrial area. So, yeah. So basically, I just lived on free coffee and water and cigarettes all day.
No wonder you're so damn tired and irritable. Jesus.
So then I came home, but I had something to look forward to because I made a steak. 3 steak dinners last night because I always make them usually 3 or 4.
Don't stop and keep driving. Sorry.
And
I just fell on my death.
So I had that to look forward to when I came home. I got to have.
Why'd you go back?
Didn't even have to cook, just quickly heat and eat, you know? Big pile of steak and mushrooms and potatoes and garlic bread. And worth it. And to just torment me more, normally I get a ride home at 3:30 when my shift ends. Sometimes one of us gets stuck on the phones a little bit, and, you know, a little bit late, so I figured, whatever, you know, I can hang around for a bit. So anyway, my ride was stuck on the phone, so I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. Next thing I knew, it was like 5 after 4, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just going to start walking, and if she passes by me and sees me, she can drive me the rest of the way. But, so I, what? I'm so confused.
I keep dying, don't worry.
They're
Oh,
whispering directions to each other.
Oh, okay. Very
I'm telling him
stealthy.
he needs to keep driving and not stop.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
All these enemies.
Got it.
Oh, I see. So I just started walking, but it was like to pour insult to injury. Like it takes me like 25 minutes to walk home. So I got a message from her when I got home, and so it was like 4:42 when she finally left, and I was already home by then and like heating up steak. So I'm glad I walked. Glad I made that executive decision because I would have been even. But I was so fucking hungry, like just no food all day. And looking forward to the leftovers, and like, you're gonna delay me just a little bit more, universe? Really? Gonna be a troll? Gonna be a fucking dick, universe? Fuck you! Just fuck you. So
what you're saying is, today was one of the best days of your life.
it was wonderful. I had the nicest customer too. He was just delightful. So. Eric, being in tech support, will be able to relate to this. So a guy calls in, and the phones were a little busy today, so there's a bit of a wait time. Most people are smart and use our callback system, where you can just leave your number, because it's going to be a long wait time, and the system will call you back when your spot in the queue comes up. So you don't have to sit there for an hour listening to the hold music.
I just put you on speakerphone and we'll watch a YouTube video. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'll wait. I don't care.
So this guy apparently decided instead he wanted to be more angry when the call finally connected, so he stayed on hold for an hour.
I don't blame the person for being on hold. It's not their fault.
And, yeah, and then he... so then the call connects, and like, hi, thanks for calling, my name is Sean, how can I help you? And he's like, I've been on hold for an hour. And he just stops right there. waiting for me to respond, and I just leave a long, awkward pause just from his tone. I'm like, okay, I can tell you're going to be a delight.
He wants you to feel bad. He wants to feel power over the situation.
And it's like, I waited over an hour to connect with someone, so I just let that dangle in the air for a bit and then said, well, you've connected with me.
Excellent.
How can I help you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that in the snottiest way. How can I help you?
But it's like, if you're going to deliberately put yourself in a situation like that where it's just going to piss you off, and you're already angry because, or frustrated because of whatever it is that you're calling in about, it's your own damn fucking fault for doing that. And you know that. You're not going to get any sympathy from me. So, anyway, finally get to his issue. He's having internet trouble. And confirm all the account information with him. He says, you know, this has been going on since yesterday. And like, I look in the notes. There's no calls. He hasn't called in. This is his first call about this issue. It's like, okay, I'm sorry we're not able to magically know when your internet isn't working. You need to call and tell us these things.
Right.
And so I look, yeah, no, the internet isn't working. I know this isn't the service that I pay for, and blah, blah, blah. I expect it to be reliable, blah, blah, blah. It's just
I know.
going on and on and on. It's like, yeah, I get it.
Me too.
So anyway, fortunately, I'm a savvy enough technician that I know what to start looking for while the customer's having their little rant.
I'm gonna get myself killed. Hold on.
So the customer's just going off and going off and going off, just getting himself more and more worked up while I'm looking at the issue. Meanwhile, I have looked at everything I can possibly look at while I'm waiting for him to stop. And I see that his modem is fully 100% online with like some of the best quality signal I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
One thing I notice, however, it's bridged, which means he's not getting his connection because there's something wrong with his fucking router. So I tried to impart this information to him as diplomatically as possible. I said, well, everything appears to be okay on this end. Are we able to go over...
No.
But I noticed your modem's bridged, so are you using your own router? And he just like pauses, like, yes, but the problem is not with my router. It is with your service. That's when I want to bust out the, oh, are you a technician? Can you see all the information in front of you that I have in front of me speech? But I decided to forego that in this case. And like, okay, well, let's go over and just take a look here. Sometimes they miscommunicate with each other when they're set up like that. It happens, you know, it's a pretty common glitch with them. Let's just give him a quick power cycle if we could. We just, you know, unplug the power, and it's like, oh, well, it's over, but I've already done that, like, several times, and that didn't work. And he's like, and I'm like, oh, this is going to go really well. So...
Okay, sir.
So he's like, so I'm like, okay, well, let's try it one more time, and I'll walk you through how to do it correctly, and we'll see if that does the trick.
You asshole.
Oh, I love
Or
you.
he was probably unplugging his fucking modem.
Yeah. Well, because...
That's not what you're supposed to power. I mean, that might help sometimes, but you need to do both.
You need to do both, and the one mistake people always make is they always do them both at the same time. That is wrong! You don't do them both at the same time. It might work. Most of the time it won't. You unplug both of them, then you plug in the modem first, let it get all powered up before you even touch the router. Then once the modem's all powered up and going again, all its blinky lights going it's supposed to have going, then you plug in the router. Then they start talking to each other, then you're all happy. Go in the order of the flow. I would have happily explained this to him if he had stopped tirading at me for 5 seconds and just listened to what I was saying.
Tirading?
Tirading. Tirade. I like tirade better. It's
not a word!
But it sounds more pretentious.
Doesn't sound like Evan, man.
I am irate and having a tirade.
I'm having a tirade.
So anyway, so I explained this to him, and he's like, "No, I'm not going to do that. It's all behind the TV, and you know the TV's really big and would probably fall over on me if I tried to move it." And I'm like,
okay,
that's interesting. You said you had already done this several times, but suddenly you're incapable of doing this. But I didn't say that, of course, because that would have been pushing it a bit.
That would get you in trouble.
So anyway, so I'm just like, he's like, listen, I don't want to argue with you. I just want my internet working. It's like, okay, Well, then let's go and power cycle the 2 boxes, and we'll see if that does the trick. That often is what the problem is with these types of setups. And it's like, well, I'm not doing that.
Oh, well, all right.
And like, okay.
I can't help you, sir.
So I'm like, what would you like me to do? He's like, look, I don't even know. I've already had a bad day. Is this the number I call to cancel if I want to call in and cancel my service? It's like, yep, this is the same number. We'll just transfer you to the correct department. He's like, fine, I'm going to call back on Monday and cancel my service.
Man,
okay, because,
I would have just put him on hold for a little bit longer.
Because you wouldn't let me do my job. Yeah, I mean, and the thing that gets me about this is these types of people get so burned up over this when this type of thing happens, and they refuse to let you help them.
Oh, yeah.
And they expect you to just have this fucking magic make-it-work button, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. And I can see, clear as a bell on my end, what your equipment is doing every single fucking second. And I can see, clear as a bell, that our equipment that you're paying for every month and the service we are providing is working. I.e., what that means is it is your piece of shit equipment that is not fucking working. So, follow the instructions of your technician when you call in, and things will go so much smoother. When you come off with a shitty attitude right off the bat, don't expect great service, because you will not get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That has always been my approach.
Yeah. Don't be a shitty customer.
Don't be a dick, especially the people who serve you food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody who serves you in general, quite frankly.
Yeah.
If somebody's providing a service to you, don't be a dick to
If
them.
something can be spit upon and you can ingest that spit, you do not want to be mad to that person.
That's right.
Be nice.
Especially when you're
they are
ordering.
not trying to help you and they don't give a fuck, then yeah, maybe then you can get a little whatever. But it's not going to do any good anyways because they're already shitty customer service people. So
I know.
It's not going to help.
There are, but
so there is no situation in which being a shitty customer helps.
Yeah.
None.
It's like, great, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Don't fucking take it out on me. I'm the person you called to fix your internet. Let me fix your internet. And then you can get on with your life.
Right? I don't want to be here either, dude.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
It's like, do you think I want to sit here and listen to you talking down to me and just being a generally shitty person? No. That's not my dream job.
They don't pay me enough to listen to you bullshit.
No, and quite frankly, the vast majority of customers that I deal with are not like that at all. They're happy to help. They're happy. We swap anecdotes, we tell stories, and we just have a good time. And in the midst of having a good time, we fix the fucking problem, whatever it is. You know, I've had people happy as a pig in shit after dealing with me because I'm so goddamn wonderful, even if the call ended with, I'm sorry, I can't fix your issue, and the nearest I can book a service call is 10 days from now. It's like, whatever, that's fine. It was good talking to you. Cool. Have a great day. You know? But... And that's what the majority of them are like. They're just regular folks who want their shit fixed.
I personally also love people who think they know how the business works, and they come up with a way saying, well, that's your way of doing it stupid, my way is better.
Yeah, I know. It's like
congratulations.
Let's see, what's your job? Oh, a donut flipper?
Good for you. Why aren't you doing this job?
Well, guess what? This thing that you want fixed is something that I fix like 20 times a day. Every day. It is my job to fix this thing you need fixed.
I don't come to your job, whatever it is that you do, and tell you how to do it.
Yeah, I don't walk in off the street.
I don't come to where you work and throw rocks at you where you're fucking mowing, so shut up.
That's right. I don't stand behind you and tell you how to flip those donuts.
Dick.
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 Hey, you never know, they might be the people who do that. It might be that guy who goes into the fucking movie theater and says, my popcorn isn't hot enough.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah. He was definitely one of those. They may have been related.
Yeah.
Like, almost exactly the same attitude, just different situation.
I still can't believe that we were all saying dick. That I still can't believe that at complete random, me and Cass ran across that audio clip
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, like we weren't even looking for it. We were just, I think we were watching a compilation of old Family Feud episodes of like dumb answers and stuff like that. And then just this guy over there, he just goes, "Dick." And we're like, "That's the sound.
That's the clip. Oh my god.
That's the audio clip."
For those who don't know what we're talking about, there is this video called "What You Always Heard as a Kid," I think. And what it was is it was the old Deke logo from well, Deke Animation, which you'd see at the end of all their cartoons. But of course it's spelled D-I-C. So of course as a kid, every kid thought Dick. It's like Dick. So someone did an audio clip of it where they heard dubbed over the audio. So it does the do 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 do, and then this voice comes on, Dick. And apparently it was we had just assumed that it was the guy who made the video that just like set it into a mic or something, but
that logo.
Yeah, that logo there. So it was, but no, apparently. So Cass and Garbage Gamer were just looking at stupid Family Feud answers, and the question was, what is another name for a private investigator or something like that? And so this one guy just says, Dick! And it was the clip. It was the
audio clip.
Yeah.
We had totally thought it was just the guy that made the video just going, Dick! Because we were making jokes like, I wonder how many takes that took.
Yeah, that's right.
And like him sitting in his room just saying Dick over and over again into his microphone, completely out of context.
His next door neighbor just like, why does this guy keep saying Dick?
Because the way it said it in the video, like he yells it, so it's not just like, oh, Dick or something like that. It's Dick. It's like hefty.
Yeah.
It's hefty.
Hefty.
That's a good way to describe it. Yes.
So yeah, a few.
Hefty.
So a few.
Hefty cinch sack.
This week. One of them being some on-set shots of the new TV show Titans.
Oh yes.
And the big thing going around is how Starfire looks.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, all three of the characters, Beast Boy, Raven, and Starfire, they all look really fucking stupid.
I should probably.
But for me, the one that bothers me, like, I could get over a Beast Boy of like a guy in a green jacket with green hair. Boy, I can. My mind can go past that.
Yeah.
The Raven one just looks like an emo.
Look! It's just a fucking picture. We don't know a goddamn thing about this goddamn movie.
Oh, Skin Slip's hilarious. He's been defending this picture all week, and
It
I've been
looks
just
fine.
laughing
Man.
and laughing and
It
laughing.
looks fine. Crazy.
The one that bothers me the most is Starfire's specifically. Starfire specifically looks the absolute worst. She doesn't even resemble Starfire in any way, shape, and form.
Which version of Starfire are we talking about?
The Starfire from
The
adult
comics.
Starfire. Yeah.
Look, she has so vastly different over the last 30 fucking years.
Not that different.
She looks. The actress looks fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have nothing against the actress. Like I said,
that's
where, you know, because the actress has started speaking out, calling everyone racist for not liking her.
Well,
because she thinks everyone hates it because she's black.
No.
There are people who are people complaining that she's black.
Yes, there are.
Now she's an orange person in the comics, so I mean, like, who gives?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the comics.
What race person plays her?
She looks fine. Just paint her fucking orange. It's like,
they'll probably CGI color her. I mean,
it's like that. But the picture that's going around, and like I said, and
I'm finding it. I've got it. I'm putting it up in a second here. Carry on.
Let me see if it's the right picture.
I'm pretty sure it is.
But I think is it?
There's only one picture.
I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure.
Boom! There we go. Picture. It is picture.
Waiting.
There is picture for you to look at his eye meats.
Yep. Raven and Beast Boy. Those I'm on Skin Slip. They look fine. I mean, they're not.
None of them look bad, honestly. And by the way, they're not. They don't have to look like the fucking cartoon, which is.
No, this is a bad picture. The one that I have that I sort of was going to use is actually one of a picture of Starfire from the comics, adult.
I do like to point that Beast Boy's jacket references like one of his earlier costumes. So I mean, like, it's cool. I like this. I think it's fine. We've seen this one little picture. It's like, I'll wait for a trailer. If the trailer and they all act like shitheads or they're stupid, I'm like, I'll be on your side.
And I've left comments on Facebook on this picture, and in every single comment I've said, best of luck to the actress. You know, nothing against her, stuff like that. But just in this picture right now, as it sits, she looks like a prostitute. She really does. She looks like someone coming straight off the Vegas Strip.
Awesome.
You know, she's wearing weird
fur coat and everything.
Yeah, and it's just like, what the hell? You know, like
the really high heels.
She's a lady of the night.
Lady of the night.
Lady of the night.
So, and it's just like that's right now. That's what's bugging me. Is I don't get it. I don't get how this is supposed to be the
what I find
unassuming innocent. Well, not really innocent.
What I find puzzling, and it's just the picture, of course, but when looking the picture of Raven next to Raven, it's like the live action one has turned her hood into her hair.
It's just her human form. It's not her superhero form. So
I see.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing is, like, everyone shat on Quicksilver when he was revealed, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, he looks terrible." I remember complaining about the way he looked.
Which
personally.
one?
I don't know, whatever one of them. But either one, both of them were liked.
The good one?
They were both liked, but yeah, there was a better one, yes. But
the X-Men one was vastly superior.
Now, I have to say that both were fine, but they're just, I mean...
They didn't do enough with them in the other one.
People shit all over him, and then everyone liked him after the movie came out. So, guys, just wait until the trailer. That's all I'm saying. It's like, before we fucking say it's the worst movie ever, someone in our Discord...
Gonna be a man of motion.
By the way, it's gonna be
in our Discord mentioned Last Airbender, and I'm like, no, God, you haven't seen the fucking movie. You can't compare it yet.
No, it was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Right.
So
Dragon
I just,
Evolution, my bad.
it looks worse than Dragon Ball Evolution, I'm
not going to out the person, but I'm just saying that we had an argument about it.
I came in late to the conversation, but that was when I first saw the picture as well. So, being the dick I am, my only contribution to that entire argument between the Kinslip and the other guy was, they're making a sequel to Dragon Ball Evolution? Awesome!
Finally!
Ever the troll.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, I was just trying to say, like, look,
I'm
calling it Evolution because we haven't seen anything about it yet. You see the trailer and it looks like fucking Dragon Ball Evolution. All right, this is just a still picture of 3 characters,
Well, I don't know if we're gonna get any. It's gonna have to be some kind of like show because this is a TV show.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we got
yeah.
So I'm not sure if we're gonna get any kind of trailers or.
There will be a
trailer. Oh, there'll be something.
There'll be previews or whatever, but
ending.
But yeah, I'm holding my full review or whatever, my full idea of if I'm gonna like this or not for the trailers and for the information we're gonna get from this one picture. That's all I gotta say. Like I said, nothing to say else about Raven or Beast Boy. It's just Starfire. It's just for me personally, just that look seems like they're way off mark.
Okay, now thinking of see, her hair's more reddish in the picture. Now, what if they made it that way so when they color shift her to orange, her hair looks proper? Like that's the other thing.
Talking about the color,
maybe.
And these are their street clothes. They're not like their superhero clothes.
And so and like I said, I'm not
the fuck she wants. I don't care. Like that doesn't betray the character at all. They're street clothes, man. That was like a purple metallic dress, like fur coat. No one's gonna fight crime in a fur coat. That's silly. Okay, they might by happenstance, but I don't think.
I don't know.
No one just put their fur coat on.
What if that's a costume? I think is what he's trying to say. What if she's wearing a costume, trying to fool somebody, trying to catch somebody?
They could be fighting a space pimp, and this is how she lures them in to get him.
Exactly.
I don't know the context. That's what I was saying. Yeah. I don't understand the context of the picture. So
no, we don't, because it's picture. It's not even a scene. It's just I found the full pictures, by the way. It's not even a scene. It's just a picture of them on the set waiting to do something.
Yeah, so the jacket's probably not even part of the scene. Though the fur coat may have nothing to do with it.
It could be
entirely possible.
Her jacket, and she likes it, and you just called her a prostitute, you asshole.
Well, even without the coat, she still does.
Whoa.
The coat had nothing to do with it. It was the ensemble as a whole.
I see. You dislike the costume design.
Yeah, the design itself
Okay,
is.
so first off, here's the
Little
full shot of
late
Beast
next
Boy and Raven. There we go. I'm sure that juice drink she's drinking is totally part of the scene.
Totally.
Sure.
Yeah, and yeah, it looks like, you know what it looks like? Their costumes are underneath those big bulky jackets because wherever they're filming is fucking cold.
Oh, yeah, it's probably
Oh,
in
yeah.
Canada somewhere.
yeah.
Probably
no, that's
Vancouver,
probably
eh?
New York. It's
Hey,
been
probably the
snowing
fact-
in New York. So.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah, probably the fact they're all wearing
what's the other
jackets,
one?
even the people that you know are not in the show, like the person behind them.
yeah.
So, so
All right, and then here's
Everybody knows
here's
when you go
Starfire.
to do films, this is what happens. You go to a cold location, you're filming a movie that takes place during summer, so everyone has to disrobe to do it. Or, what's the worst? You're filming a movie that takes place during winter, but it's summer, it's 80 degrees out, and you gotta wear this fucking coat.
Yeah.
And not sweat somehow.
Feel
Film production for you.
Yes.
bad for all the actors
She
who
looks
played.
awesome. Those boots. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you get.
It is a
more
purple
there.
dress. I knew it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I
Um,
knew it was a dress.
You get more.
That was kinda obvious.
I have mad respect for all the actors who have played really hairy, shaggy, heavy monsters in movies during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Please, can we do the emerging out of the lake scene? I'm so fucking hot. Yeah.
So, I was gonna say I really have no dog in this fight because I am not a Teen Titan fan. I've never really been interested in them.
I've read some
But
of the.
Just seeing those pictures, I really just have to see what it looks like. You know, I have to see what the actress is actually like before I.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, we're literally seeing set photos here.
Yep, And I do
it's
find
not
it kind
even
of
of them doing a scene. So
that we look at something like this and we can't make any kind of formal
little context
judgment
here,
at all.
people.
Yeah, any kind of formal judgment at all without someone instantly jumping and throwing the race card. It really is fucking annoying.
It's
This picture
fucking
looks
good.
horrible because his hair's not long enough. That means
Jeez,
he
man.
sucks.
Oh, whatever.
It might be annoying, but you understand where it comes from. You understand why people
Well, I mean,
of color are immediately kind of
well, yeah,
concerned
of course.
about something like that because usually that is what's happening. So it's like
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
they
there,
deal
I mean,
with
there's
that
a
on a
lot of
day-to-day
cases where we've
basis.
seen
So
something
of course
been wrong
That's
that's what they're
true.
going to jump.
or taken out of
Absolutely.
context or something like that, but more often than I want to admit, we've been right. And that's all I got to say about that. Is I don't want to name what we've been right about because I couldn't even begin to list them all, and stuff like that. But it's been an uncomfortable amount of right.
As far as having no dog in the fight, I am slightly familiar with Teen Titans. I'm not overly familiar. I never watched the old show. I haven't really seen much of Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans is fucking awful.
What I have read, however, is I have a book, which was when it was like a pocketbook size reprint of the first few issues of the new Teen Titans. I think it was written by Marv Wolfman with art by George Perez.
That is the best Teen Titans ever.
I remember really enjoying it a lot and wanting to read more.
Best Teen Titans ever.
Yeah.
Hands down.
So that, to me,
Definitive one.
has always been the definitive Teen Titans, as far as I'm concerned.
100% the definitive Teen
And
Titans.
it's not even the original. Like, there was another Teen Titans before. That was like the sort of reboot that
That was
they
like
did.
issue 50 or something. Like they rebooted that midstream.
Yeah, and
New look, a new roster, a new writing team, an art team.
well, it was kind of like with the X-Men, where it was just kind of dying
Those
off
prices.
and stuff like that, and then they brought it back with the new team, new creative team, new character team, new creative team, and it just exploded. And it was the same thing with Teen Titans. I remember that was a very highly regarded comic for a very long time.
It was DC's X-Men, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, in terms of sales and popularity.
Yeah. Well, also the quality of the writing, I remember, was really good. Like it was better than some other stuff I'd read from DC from that era, and I liked it. So they've actually started putting out collected editions of that now. They've got
I've been meaning to pick them up.
a few volumes of it. Oh, speaking of collected editions, the Swamp Thing, Bronze Age, that big collected omnibus that I was drooling over, but I hate omnibuses, so I really wanted like a nice paperback version. They announced Volume 1 of the paperbacks.
Well, I'm gonna be getting those.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be split into possibly 3 volumes. They could maybe do it in 2, but I did a page count. The page count on Amazon, I think, is wrong, just for the sheer number of issues that are in that book.
Is there a possibility that they could? So first of all, they almost always make the first volume larger with these things. So is it possible they can split it into 4? 3 smaller ones and 1 larger one?
That'd be pushing it.
Because
that'd be just
fine at volumes 3 and 4, so I would make sense to make them less costing smaller.
That would be milking it. Actually, I found the reverse to be true, to be honest. Like
that does sometimes happen where they cram the last volume with the extra.
Well, like for example, with the Green Arrow series, the Mike Grell one, the first few volumes only had 6 issues in them. And then I guess they were selling well. I mean, it obviously sold well enough for them to finish it because that's done now.
Higher than normal, actually.
And then the subsequent volumes had between 10 and 12 issues in them. Sometimes more, like almost consistently.
Lots of trades are 4 and 5 issues. So
yeah, I know. I hate the way Marvel does their ongoing ones, where it's like literally 4 or 5 issues. And it's like, really, you can't wait a little bit, just beef it up a bit.
No.
But anyway,
Holy crap, it is a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said that too loudly.
But I think, but it's just going by page count. I'm guessing they're going to do it as 3 volumes. The first one doesn't come out until I guess like October or November. Oh, and as you know, I've been collecting the Epic collections of the original Incredible Hulk. Volume 3 was finally announced. It's coming out in November. So, and that'll be the last of the Tales to Astonish issues and the first batch of the regular Incredible Hulk issues, finally.
Right on.
Which is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that because I actually used to have a bunch of those issues. Like, I had issue 102, which was the big regular series debut issue, and then I had the next few that followed it. But sadly, sold them many moons ago, and regret that.
Yeah, it happens.
But, so it'll be nice to revisit those issues because I really remembered jack shit about them. And finally have the context for it, because I remember issue 102, it starts like in the middle of this big story. I had no idea what was going on, so it'd be nice to finally have the background behind that. But yeah, good stuff. What else? Anything else geeky happened this week?
No, but I forgot to mention when we were mentioning Art Bell dying, I also wanted to mention that we lost Milos Forman, who directed.
Oh no! Director One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes, among other awesome movies.
Yes.
We also lost.
It's going to get to the point we're going to have our own Academy Award death reel.
Oh, we got to do it
Mitzi
because
Shore.
the Academy
Mitzi Shore died
Awards won't do it.
So Mitzi Shore, who is the owner of the
Right.
Comedy Store in Los Angeles, and started hundreds of comedy careers. Everyone you know started because Mitzi Shore gave them time.
And the best thing ever, she gave us Pauly Shore.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Pauly Shore's mom.
Yeah, and Pauly Shore's mom too. Yeah.
Fuck you, I like Pauly.
I like Pauly.
Yeah.
I like it too.
I never had a problem with Pauly. He just did some
don't act
crummy
like
movies.
He's her shining fucking achievement. Come on now. I'm sure she would have said that.
No, something
I don't know. She can be mean apparently sometimes.
something hilariously geeky and funny happened. Actually, yesterday, and it was reported on today. We have a new breaking update to the Billy Mitchell scandal.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Hey.
Fuck him and his hot sauce.
The former King of Kong.
I want
The official now former King of Kong. He has been
Never was
all
the
of
King
his
of
scores.
Kong.
You'll never be the King of Kong again.
Oh yeah, his scores have been removed from Twin Galaxies, and he is now banned from Twin
Wow.
Galaxies. He has
Never
been
posting the
proven-
score again.
He has been proven definitively to have cheated.
Guinness World Records is going to strip him of his award, like so it's not going to be recognized.
Yeah, he lost all of his Twin Galaxy awards. He lost all of his, or he's going to be losing all of his Guinness World Records. He's going to be, because they proved that. I mean, like, and this all would have been avoided if he had just posted those scores in the main one.
I think he gets to stay in the Twin Galaxies Hall of Fame because we're not just.
No. His everything that has to do with Billy Mitchell has been removed from Twin Galaxies.
Well, no, the scores, but they have a Hall of Fame. I think he's in there for like the early stuff they did when he was.
I think they might keep him up for his original Pac-Man.
They should keep
That's
him up. They should keep him up for all the stuff that can be verified, 100%. Because he verified. If people were there, like actual people, not just his one friend, right? But like if it was at a fucking convention and people were watching him, like that should still count because he's legitimately did those, and everything else should be wiped out. That's how I feel about it. Like he should be recognized for the few things he actually did with his own capability before he started cheating.
What was the original?
That's how I feel. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still in their Hall of Fame or whatever. But it just recognizes that he was important for the early.
Let's see. Here's the summary. It says based on the complete body of evidence presented to the official dispute thread, Twin Galaxies administrative staff has unanimously decided to remove all of Billy Mitchell's scores as well as ban him from participating in our competitive leaderboards.
Awesome hair.
On 2/2/2018, Twin Galaxy member Jeremy Young filed a dispute coming against the validity of Billy Mitchell's historic and current original arcade Donkey Kong score of 1,047,000, blah, 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 and all the other scores from the King of Kong tape, from the mortgage broker score from some mortgage broker convention,
right,
and what's known as the Boomer score. The technical based on demonstrated impossibility of original unmodified Donkey Kong hardware to produce a specific board transition image, blah, 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 blah. Apparently, he proved it was MAME.
It was MAME, and it wasn't even MAME, it was multiple recordings of MAME stitched together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the bigger thing.
So he edited.
Jeremy's assertion concluded that not only can original Donkey Kong game hardware not produce the board transitions shown in the recordings, but that these transitions were actually generated through the use of MAME.
Yeah.
And it's
I don't know why you just submit the fucking score via MAME.
That's what I'm saying. Is the whole thing is spawned from just wanting to post it on the actual hardware forum or leaderboard, and then lying multiple times, even on national radio and television.
Yeah.
Saying that he had never touched MAME, he barely knows what it is, never used it, blah 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 blah, and that is where all this is coming from. Is not that they're denying the scores; it's the blatant lie and acting like a spoiled little shithead.
Yeah.
So they banned all three of the tapes they submitted: the King of Kong tape, like I said, the mortgage broker one, and the Boomer tape. And
there you go.
Justice is served.
So now
I still remember my reaction during the King of Kong where they send in the tape and then the tape blurs. I'm like, how the fuck can you fucking kill that, you fucking piece of fucking shit?
Yeah.
Yep.
It looked like a fraudulent tape. It just looked so so sketchy, man.
The point where it fluttered to reset at 0 is just like, dude, that's a fucking red flag right there. But nope, it's Billy Mitchell, so it's gonna be up on the scoreboard within 10 minutes.
I remember when I read this final section of this article, I'm just like, yes.
The challenge was he was challenging it was a challenge with the other guy. So the other guy was there.
Yeah, Steve Wiebe.
I loved the video that he submitted where he's playing and then his kid comes down the stairs and he's like, Dad, wipe my butt. And meanwhile, he's playing his best game of Donkey Kong ever. He realizes this could be the record breaker, and that's when his kid decides to just get all up in his business, like, Dad, wipe my butt. He's like, Barry, shut up. I'm playing.
Just wipe
Donkey Kong. Wipe my butt.
This in big bold black letters here at the very bottom. It says, with this ruling, Twin Galaxies can no longer recognize Billy Mitchell as the first million-point Donkey Kong record holder.
Wow.
According to our findings, Steve Wiebe is the first official 1 million point
for Wiebe!
Thanks again to all who contributed time, effort, and expertise in this case. This dispute is, and it's bold, italicized, and underlined, is accepted.
There you go.
Twin Galaxies administration.
See, now Steve Wiebe is the real deal, as far as I can tell. I mean, there's nothing that I mean, he was
He's
just
my Billy Mitchell.
He was a nice.
Abandoned a good game to wipe his kid's butt. He deserves to win.
Yeah. Well, he didn't abandon the game.
Still, you know what I mean.
But I'm sure he immediately wiped his kid's butt after the game. But see, that's how you know he was playing on genuine arcade hardware, because he couldn't pause the game to wipe his kid's butt.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you've ever seen the song, there's that scene where he actually brings 2 representatives from Twin Galaxies over to verify the arcade machine he owns as actual real hardware.
Oh, right, that's right, yeah. And
yeah, because he said he wants to go for the $1 million. They're like, well, it has to be on real hardware. So he invites them over, flies them out from across the freaking country, because he lives in the Midwest over where I live.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was so clear he wasn't hiding anything. He was the real deal. Meanwhile, Billy sends in a tape.
Yeah, a VHS tape that, for some reason, why is he sending in VHS tapes in, like, 2014?
Yeah.
You know?
2005.
That's the biggest red flag.
2005.
It's like, motherfucker, you're sending in a VHS
It was like 2005,
tape?
not 2014.
Yeah.
Oh, still 2005.
I think there would have been a better way to send it regardless, but I'm just saying. Yeah. It's like 2005.
I think we had...
all that fucking hot sauce money, he could have bought some fucking better capture equipment.
He could have bought a digital camera. Even
capture equipment was really expensive then, because it was like high-end stuff that, like, the cheapo ones you could get, but they were like...
Yeah, but I owned a actual digital camera that did video in 2005.
Right. No, I'm just saying, like, capture devices that were really expensive. You know?
Yeah.
You're arguing semantics. Shut up.
It's history, motherfucker. It's not semantic.
So
How many video streaming sites were running in 2005? Not many.
My entire life knowing that Billy Mitchell, the king of video games, now this dickwad finally gets what he deserves.
Absolutely.
He gets completely dethroned.
Yeah.
I remember
feels good.
Brandon and I watched Man vs. Snake.
So good.
And they had the guy from Twin Galaxies. What's his name? The guy, the ref guy.
The ref guy, yes. The guy who owns it. His name is...
Yeah.
The old man.
Yeah. And he has been Billy Mitchell's biggest fan. He's the guy who accepted the VHS tape as proof and all that stuff. Right?
Walter Day.
And he...
Yeah.
When this guy was trying to get the record score on the game, and he was struggling, he's like, "Don't worry, I'll call Billy for you." And he calls up Billy, and he's just like, "You gotta help him, Billy." Like, Billy is the big hero or something that. And it's just like, this guy has such a love affair with Billy Mitchell. It's so creepy.
I wonder how tarnished that is now.
I think he's a fan. He just got, like, fan eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. You could be like, it's like meeting your hero. You don't want to believe the bad thing about your hero until literally someone comes and says, "No, seriously, he's a douchebag." You know, and you're like, "Oh man."
There's a type.
He's probably heartbroken, dude. He's probably like really hurting. He probably really looked up to Billy.
Now, hold on. Are we talking hurting the same way that Alex Jones is over Donald Trump?
Oh my god! I watched that shit live. Oh my god!
I heard about that.
Was crying.
He was crying. That was the best part. I was just like, "Oh my god, this is the best."
He's so upset. He's so upset because of the whole Syrian bombing thing that Trump did.
Yeah.
He's like, he wasn't gonna be like Obama, and he just turned out. He just betrayed us all. He destroyed us all. It's just like my wife. He said something about his wife, and they started bawling. It was amazing.
Trump has been betraying you all since his initial campaign.
Well, duh. But
Stop believing his lies, for fuck's sake.
It was just funny because he was like, and then my favorite part was he was ranting and like, we need to just end the live stream. Let's turn it off. Let's get it off. And then he goes on to another 10-minute rant. And then we'd say, "Oh, just turn off the live stream." And then it goes into another 10-minute. He did this for like an hour. He just kept going on to another rant.
I'm on Twin Galaxy's website. I did not read this I didn't see this till just now. This is a quote from the Guinness Book of World Records. It says, "The Guinness World Records titles relating to Mr. Mitchell's highest scores on Donkey Kong have all been disqualified all of them have been disqualified due to Twin Galaxies being our source for verification of these achievements.
Oh shit, son.
And it says, we also recognize records for first perfect score on Pac-Man and highest score on Pac-Man. Twin Galaxies was the original source of verification for these records titles, and in line with these decisions to remove them. Nice. He not only lost his Donkey Kong, but his original 1980s one that made him famous to begin with.
Which he didn't cheat on, by the way.
He did cheat on, but the fact that Twin Galaxies was the holder of that record, it invalidated all of them.
Well,
so what you're saying is it's up for grabs.
Pretty much.
Because all the scores have been validated.
Yeah. Someone else moved up, so now the next person you can get higher than whoever's the second.
Everybody go play Pac-Man!
He's number one in King Kong Guinness World Records, too.
There's a link on here with a hilarious typo, and the link is removed all of Mitchell's records from the ITS leaderboards.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh, from the ITS leaderboard.
From the ITS leaderboard.
Not sure when the babies do.
So.
Good shit.
John, you missed it. I found even more hilarious awesomeness.
I don't think he has headphones on.
What?
What?
Cheers.
You missed a big thing, Sean.
Now he's got headphones.
Yeah. Okay, now you got headphones on? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just decided, I hate to repeat it again, sorry guys, but I was just reading Twin Galaxies' website, and I found out that not only are they invalidated, since Twin Galaxies holds all of Billy Mitchell's records all the way back to the original Pac-Man, made him famous, they're discrediting all of it.
Wow.
Guinness can't...
Guinness will no longer recognize any of Billy Mitchell's records that Twin Galaxies holds.
Crazy.
And that is everything. He lost everything.
He legit had the high score for Pac-Man.
That one was legit. That one he did it. They couldn't have faked it back then. It was a new game back then.
He was surrounded by a bunch of people at a fucking doing the high score. I mean,
whatever. Did that one for real, and as a punishment, they are saying no, you're not the record holder anymore for that.
Yeah, they disqualified him for that record.
You're bad. You did bad. You go sit in the corner over there, Billy, and you think about what you did.
You go drink your hot sauce and think about what you did.
Because all it is watered down frames.
Yep, and that's all he has left right now. That's the only thing to his name is his fucking hot sauce, and even then, that's a lie.
His hot sauce is weak shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's watered down Frank's or fucking Tabasco with his face on it.
Also, speaking of other falls of grace from the geek world, Channel Awesome imploded this week.
I was going to
we're following that one too.
Oh my god! Let me put it this way, all right. Over the past few weeks, everybody has been jumping ship, right? But there was one person in particular, one big name who was not jumping ship, and I'm just like, eventually he's going to be like, he's the kind of guy who he cares more about himself and his own brand than even his own Channel Awesome. So that eventually he's going to realize this is tarnishing his brand, and he's going to be like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." And sure enough, moments after I said that, he went on Twitter and just announced
it was like 43 minutes later. I was like, "Hey, stab me,
Angry Joe."
Guess what?
Angry Joe.
He just did it.
They have 2 left now on the site. They have Guru Larry, who's only sticking around to be
it's down to 2 now.
Down to 2?
Yeah, down to 2. It's Guru Larry, who's only there to troll them and make them remove him. And then Brad Jones, who is actually apparently been quietly leaving because there's been removal of Channel Awesome from his Twitter, a bunch of other stuff. So he's probably just going.
He's probably working out the legal kinks. That's
because he's as far as I know, he's actually still partner.
He's a part owner. That's a legal issue. He's got to talk to a lawyer about all that shit.
So those are the only 2 left.
If it's like a proper registered business.
But removing his name, his association on his social media profiles is a sign that he is moving to remove himself from the partnership. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't been following that whole drama. I just know that.
It's.
I just know that Channel Awesome is apparently imploding right now.
And then apparently Jew Wario accusations have come out too of
don't bring him into this.
Wait, he did shit?
Apparently he was the groomer.
What's the groomer?
Basically grooming young women.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Supposedly, apparently he allegedly
Allegedly. You have to use the word allegedly.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to do. So.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he's the groomer.
So
that's unfortunate.
So Frank from It's Frank on YouTube just fired me a link regarding DuckTales on DVD. Thought everyone might want to hear about this. As you know, we've been waiting a very long time for DuckTales Volume 4 to finish the set. So what they're doing is putting out an episode compilation of the new show and putting 2 of the 25 remaining episodes on it as a bonus.
I thought you were cock-teasing me for a reason.
Yeah. Like, thanks, Disney. You make us wait this long, and you're just going to dole out 2 random episodes on a DVD of the new show? Like, how about just give us fucking Volume 4? Finish the set. And then how about, not to mention, how about a fucking season set of the new show? Because
I'll be
pretty damn good.
Look, I will accept you just giving, at this point, just putting out a complete series set, and I'll just rebuy the episodes. I don't care.
Hell
just,
yeah.
Please. Please. Give it to Mill Creek, since you've been doing stuff with them. Or Shout Factory. You've been doing stuff with them.
Someone who can at least dump the whole series out, not...
I prefer Shout Factory because it would be a much higher quality set. No offense, Mill Creek. But
you could give me the entire 4th season on one really compact disc. I don't fucking care.
Just one Blu-ray. Just drop it all on Blu-ray. Standard def. One disc. Save money. Put it out for $10, $20. Fucking, I'll buy. Put it out for $30. I'd buy it at that point. Complete series, single Blu-ray. It'd like to be a single disc.
This is one of those rare cases where we're asking the company to scalp us for money.
Yeah. Well,
charge us whatever the fuck you want. Just release it.
I know, that's been the case with the Disney Afternoon stuff for years. Fans are literally just saying, take our money. Just release the damn episodes on DVD already. Finish what you started.
Like isn't that a business's big worry is like whether their product they're going to release is going to make money when your entire fan base is literally screaming, "We will throw money at you. Just release it." Yeah. You know? What more do you need? What more do you want?
I mean, obviously the sets were making money because they kept them in print. They kept them going, and I mean, I would see them sell out and get restocked all the time. You know, they were popular sets, so I don't know. It's just fucking...
Yes, I just don't get it. I really don't.
They did finish a couple of them. I think they finished Tailspin as a Disney Movie Club exclusive, and they finished.
Oh, yay.
They finished Gargoyles as a Disney Movie Club exclusive, which then I guess sold so well they later released it in retail as well.
They do that with all their Disney Movie Club exclusives. The ones that sell well just get released as normal releases, just so in case you're curious. That happens. So that's why Condor Man hasn't come out.
See, there you go, Manic.
Wasn't very popular.
A complete series set of DuckTales, a box set with a replica of the #1 dime in it.
No, it should be in a replica of the #1 dime. Big fucking dime. You pull it open on your disc.
No, I was just saying a box where people just drop a dime in it.
Oh gosh.
in a little bag, just drop a dime.
And that's, you have to put a dime in every time you want to watch the DVDs. Damn it!
Somebody's
you got
gotta go back
a
and get a shitload of dimes.
Really got a hankering for some DuckTales. Come on.
I love DuckTales.
The awkward moment where you have to drive to the bank to watch something that's sitting on your shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, Divix.
Hey. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of geek news this week. Holy shit! I think that's
there's even more actually.
Really?
Oh,
holy
shit.
crap!
Most people forgot about.
Okay.
They didn't notice at all. That whole thing about the warranty void if removed sticker being illegal. Now,
That's
anybody who's ever dug
I've not heard
into
about
any kind of technology, anything, has probably seen a warranty void if removed sticker. If you've ever opened your PS3 to put in a new hard drive or something like that, you've
voided warranty.
Broken through a warranty void if removed sticker. If you ever opened your laptop for any reason
to clean it out,
Yeah,
everywhere.
We don't have to blow it out and void warranty.
You need to open it to clean it properly. You have to.
Yeah.
Dust bunnies getting stuck in there.
So what?
That's what
they came to a conclusion, legally speaking, that based on current law in the United States at least, it is actually illegal to tie a warranty to what somebody does with their item.
Because it's controlling what you do with your product. That's a form of limitation of the freedom of America.
Yeah. In particular, it's the kind of thing where with Apple, kind of, where if you have to actually go to one of their licensed stores and get a licensed technician to fix the item, or without voiding the warranty,
right?
Then that kind of thing is, in particular, is illegal.
No, that applies for everything, not just technology now. So, if you take an action figure and you start painting it and like it breaks, like, and the company offers, like, say NECA offers a replacement service, right? They have to replace it, even though it's a custom. You were customizing it because now, like,
if they have a warranty on it, they have to replace it.
Exactly. So it applies to other things.
Good.
So like NECA will replace if your NECA figure breaks, like as you're taking it out of the package, or even sometimes if you just message them and say, "Hey, it fell off a shelf," they'll send you a new replacement figure. And like, it happens all the time.
See, I think that's good. I always thought the void if sticker removed thing was bullshit.
It is,
and I'm glad that it has been legally proven as bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
especially for people like us who actually are tech savvy enough to do some self repair and self maintenance, like you know, just swapping out the hard drive in your PS3, taking apart your laptop to clean it. You know, we know what we're doing. It's not going to be broken through what we're doing. So yeah,
I will say this: it gave me one really good skill, and that was the skill with a heat gun. Because the one thing I learned very quickly is cleaning out a PS3, opening up a laptop, is you just take a heat gun and you can remove that sticker whole and then stick it back on when you're done.
This is some spray adhesive on the back and
yeah, just stick it back on, and then they don't know the difference. They don't look at it enough to give a shit.
The problem is when you get like on PlayStation, when you have to unscrew it, there's like the screws have like an adhesive inside it.
It has a
that's
flat,
right, yeah.
It just has a flat, clear piece of tape over the front. The same thing, heat gun just pulls it right off.
Oh,
no,
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. They put like a little glue, and it's
oh, that's just Loctite. That's
but they can tell if you've just screwed the screw back in if it's been disturbed.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's what I'm saying. Like that's, but now they can't even get you for it anymore. It doesn't matter.
No, I was gonna say, but back then, I mean, you can go to Lowe's or you go to Home Depot and get some blue Loctite. You know,
what this ruling says, you shouldn't have to do that, and that's what the ruling basically.
All I'm just saying is, it's like for me, this isn't really that big of a deal because there were so many ways around the freaking void of
okay, Eric.
See, in that case, yeah, I'm not even concerned about it because when I took off the side panel to swap out the hard drive on my PS3, I actually left that screw out after because it all kind of clicks into place anyway. And if you're not moving it around, who the fuck cares? I don't even know where that screw is anymore. Plus, my PS3 is 10 years old, so I'm pretty sure it's out of warranty by now.
Oh yeah. Plus the shit I do to my stuff when it's out of warranty, you wouldn't want to do it.
But honestly, like most of the parts in a PS3 are user replaceable, like the case fan and the fucking the Blu-ray player. You can replace the Blu-ray player quite easily.
Or segments of it, like the drive motor. A lot of those parts you can source.
Yeah, it's also
the soldering iron, and you can save a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Soldering's not hard. It's just I have anxiety about it, so
Oh yeah, it's annoying. I mean, I won't deny that it's incredibly annoying, and you're right about that. I'm just saying, like Sean mentioned at the very beginning, tech savvy people do this a lot. It's not really that. It was more just an annoyance than it was.
Yeah.
Kind of
difficult or anything.
Difficult to get around and still like trick them into thinking that it wasn't void.
I got a bathroom back.
All right. Well, I will wait on what I was going to say then, because I'm sure he will want to hear about it. So, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and list this here. Mention this here. In regards to the warranty thing, right? They gave some specific examples of warranties that exist currently that the way that they are written is considered not legal. And those warranty states that this warranty shall not apply if the product is used with products not sold or licensed by Nintendo, which, to be honest, that line right there is the most what the fuck line I've read in a while. Like, so you mean if I buy a third-party controller and use it on my Nintendo system, the warranty is void? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling me right now? That's what that language says. There's nothing in that language that says anything other than that. It can be read in a different way, but if it can also be read the way that I just read it, then that's the way they're going to choose to read it.
Yeah.
No manic. Just calm down. You're fine.
Sony's warranty states
there's a war on tea? Don't tell Duncan.
Yes, warranty.
He won't be able to handle it.
Sony's warranty states that this warranty does not apply if the product has had the warranty seal on the system altered, defaced, or removed.
What if we draw dick pictures on it? Does that count?
It's not broken.
Defaced it.
It's not broken. There's just dick butt on the.
I just want to draw dicks all over it so that they take me to court for voiding the warranty, and they have to describe the way in which it was defaced in explicit detail in a court of law.
I'm say, what if you're the guy that likes to draw butts on stuff?
The defendant drew penises all over the warranty.
Hyundai's warranty states that the use of Hyundai genuine parts is required to keep the warranty. Now, to put that into context, let's say that your headlight goes out and you have to replace your headlight.
Now, okay, they're not talking about that.
That would void the warranty.
Yeah.
That would still, based on the language here, that would still void the warranty.
No, it wouldn't.
The beaded seat backing you put in the driver's seat needs to be an official Hyundai brand beaded seat backing.
No, for when it comes to cars, Cass will tell you this also. The warranty usually warrants internal components like engines,
like the engine parts,
and stuff like that. Like if you go to a shop and when your car breaks down, instead of going to a registered dealer, you go to a shop and they put in some aftermarket parts. Then and your car breaks down. Then they're not going to warranty help you because that's not their parts.
I was going to say like that actually does make sense because they can't guarantee some other manufacturer's parts. They can guarantee their own parts. It's like they're not doing that to be dicks about it. They just want to cover their own asses essentially.
They need to rewrite how the warranty works then, because the way that it's currently written, they can decide to say, oh, you used a different part for this particular a headlight.
Yeah.
You used a branded headlight that wasn't
more
Hyundai
specific.
Brand. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
don't remember replacing a headlight and having my car not
there
start.
For it to be abused.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're replacing a front headlight and your car doesn't start,
You have a Ford.
How are these things even connected?
Hey, not that bad with Fords.
I like Fords.
You replace the taillight and the fucking other taillight falls out.
Me, the guy who doesn't drive.
The issue would be that you would send it for warranty, right? You would try to use the warranty.
You
would look around on the car and try to find any part that isn't Hyundai and be like, oh, this isn't Hyundai genuine, so the warranty is void.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. They could technically do that based on what's written here.
That is a problem.
But now you can't do that.
Yes, but then I would be equally concerned about how you completely destroyed a car by changing a front headlight.
Yes. So, speaking of influential mothers, we're talking about. I meant to segue into this about an hour ago, but
okay.
So speaking of influential mothers, I finally watched in full for the first time in my entire life the original Friday the 13th. Just yesterday.
Boring as fuck, wasn't it?
Hey, I enjoyed strapping young Kevin Bacon.
You would.
Lovely mother, huh?
It is fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, the transfer is beautiful on the Blu-ray. They really did a nice job. The only issue I understand was they kind of overcropped it a little bit, but otherwise it looks really, really good.
That's like me complaining about the 1.77 thing.
Yeah. But anyway, looked really good, sounded really good. It's interesting. It was really interesting to me watching it, because when you watch it now in 2018, you can't help but kind of snicker a little bit, because it hits every single horror movie cliche in the book. Like, you can sit there with a checklist of all the typical things. Let me finish what I'm saying, for fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Never.
It hits every single cliche, but you need to watch it with the correct historical context in mind and realize that this is the movie that created them. When this came out, those weren't cliches yet. But just showing how influential it actually was. But yeah, so anyway, I enjoyed it. I think it sets up the sequels quite nicely, and in a very nicely subtle way. It's like, but what about the boy? It's like, what boy? It's like, and he's still out there. And then you just see the tiniest little ripples on the water, and that's where it ends. And it's like, that's beautiful. Like, you know, shit's going down. But I liked sort of some of the twists of it. Like, as far as slasher movies go, it seemed to have much better production value than the typical ones you see. I guess partly because it had the backing of a major studio. But, I mean, even being a major studio-backed film, it was still done for a hell of a low budget. And it was just... but it just looked much like a little bit slicker than the typical sort of slasher fare you see. And it just seemed a little bit more polished, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, actually. It was a lot of fun. So I look forward to continuing on with the saga. So, yeah. I mean, it was interesting to me, I guess, for the historical context, to see, like, you know, finally seeing why
1,000 times over,
and how it was such an influential movie to the horror genre. So, and I watched a bit of the extras as well. The 8-movie set is not bare bones, by the way. There are extras on there. I don't know how it compares to the extras on the tin set that came up, but there seems to be quite a fair amount of stuff from what I could see. But like, they were interviewing...
One bonus disc, I think someone said.
They were interviewing the writer, and he said how it came about was Sean Cunningham called him up one day and says, "Yeah, Halloween's making a lot of money. Let's rip it off." That's literally how it started. He says, "I will not lie to you. That is absolutely what he said to me." That was pretty funny. It's like, oh, that's weird. So the guy went and watched Halloween and sort of took mental notes on the formula and basically ripped it off. Like, if you follow, like, the structure of it, it's very similar in terms of, and it's sort of become the standard slasher movie structure ever since, really. Like, you start with, like, some horrible event that happened 20 years ago, and then you switch to the present, and then that horrible event connects somehow to murders going on now, and then there's a big reveal at the end who the killer is, or something like that.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you have a bunch of randy teenagers, and you pick them off one by one.
The only one who survives is the virginal female, generally speaking. There's a few exceptions to that.
That's right, yeah. If you you want the full list, just go watch the first Scream movie.
Yep. Yeah, just make sure teenagers don't know how to run, drive a car, and they're horny as fuck the entire movie.
Yes, absolutely. Constantly horny.
Just wanting to hump anything that moves.
That's right. Humping the wall, humping each other, humping the floor.
Like 40 years later, 40 years since the inception of the slasher or whatever, and like, you know, the tropes been changed, they've been modified, they've been done to death.
They have. Yeah.
Every variation thinkable has happened. You know,
it still comes back to that core formula, though. I mean, regardless of how much they mix it up, it's just kind of just seems to be the optimal way to do it. But,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
And it becomes, you know, fun for other reasons. I mean, the other big thing, of course, was seeing Tom Savini's makeup effects, because that was one of his earlier movies. I think he did that one almost right off of Dawn of the Dead.
And then while he was working on that one, he got called to do Maniac.
Oh, nice.
And so he drove up to do Maniac, and then he did something else. Like, he is literally, there's a string of like 10 movies straight where you can see him doing work that whole year. It's just amazing.
Yeah, well, I remember in like Fangoria and stuff, he was always the one who you'd hear about, like with the gore effects and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And understandably so. I mean, he was definitely a huge pioneer in that area.
He's the father of modern effects.
Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, so it's good stuff. So anyway, I will carry on with the rest of them. But yesterday being Friday the 13th, I thought, well, hey, I just picked up the set. I should watch the first one finally. Seems appropriate somehow.
Yep.
So, pickups? Should we do pickups?
Pickups. Sure.
A half an hour before the end of the show.
Yes. Whatever.
Whatever.
There's a lot to talk about.
There was, actually. There was a lot of stuff this week. I didn't get a ton of stuff. I still haven't sort of done all my shopping for the week, I don't think, because sort of focused on food first. Hey, pork loins were on sale again. I picked up 2. I might actually pick up another 2. Just stock up on them.
Yeah.
So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things.
I have 3.
I have 2.
All right.
I have 14.
God damn it.
You would.
I don't see. The problem is none of us go to thrift stores as religiously as Stout does. That's why he.
I don't have any.
Well, yeah, you gotta have some first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one across, like literally across the street. Like I could just step over my balcony and practically be there. But they don't have much selection there. The good ones are actually downtown, and I don't get downtown very often. So, all right. Zachariah Smith.
I had to replace Thor because there was like 5 minutes of it on my original Blu-ray that's no longer watchable.
I still need the 3D edition of that. And Captain America.
Like I say, I just got the 3D edition because it's like, it's just like $2 more. So
yeah, it's nice.
It's a used copy, but it's pretty much in almost new condition.
Nice.
And then nobody else can get this because this was a recording of the play I did.
Nice.
Hooray.
Cool.
I'm trying to rip it, but
you're dumb with that.
It's fucking with me.
Okay.
It's like it's not gonna do it. I'm like,
fuck. I want to see that.
Have you tried playing the disc to make sure it actually plays?
Yeah, it actually plays.
Okay.
What the hell?
Oh, better than nothing. At least you know it works.
The hell? All right.
That was it.
Oh, okay, cool. You soulless ginger bastard! What did you get?
Besides watching Isle of Dogs,
he's just waiting for it. What's he gonna call me? How's he gonna address me?
I will just say ahead of time, I might break up. I can tell already my internet's being a piece of crap right now.
Awesome.
Anyway,
the first thing I got is...
That's the karma that I'm experiencing right now. And yes, I went to see Isle of Dogs. It was a great movie. Anyways, at the thrift store today, I found Eddie Murphy SNL.
Oh, that's the one I'm missing.
Nice.
And it was still factory sealed.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
And I also found a
Looking
factory sealed copy of Phil Hartman.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
R.I.P. I still miss you.
I found an anime that I've never seen before, but it kind of sounds interesting, and it stars, or called the voice of Matthew Lillard.
Oh.
It's called Karas the Prophecy.
I have heard of that, and I also thought it sounded interesting. I've never seen it, though.
Meh. That's my review of it.
I've seen it at half-price books. I've never bothered to pick it up.
I do like Matthew Lillard, though.
Don't fall over, you bastards.
Matthew Lillard, by the way, had an absolutely riveting scene, a couple scenes actually, in the new Twin Peaks.
Yep.
He was fantastic in that.
It was so unexpected when he popped up. I was like, wait a minute.
I know. And oh my god, he was so good.
Now I got Night Shift.
Nice.
Which I have never seen, had never heard of before.
Starring the Fonz.
Opie's first R-rated movie, too.
It's directed by Ron Howard.
Yes.
And it stars Henry Winkler.
Fucking A. I don't see the connection.
Not very happy about that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Fox and the Hound 2.
Nice. Rosie really likes the Fox and the Hound.
I love the Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, I saw that when it was new.
I don't care about the second movie, but I did want the first.
Second one sucks dick.
Yeah.
Exodus.
Hey, I've got that. I've been
Gods
watching
and
forever.
Kings. I don't know if it's any good, but whatever.
Hey, Ridley Scott, don't you fucking talk bad about it.
That's right.
Cooties. Finally, I can watch this movie.
Is that
It
the
looks so good.
sequel to Goonies?
No. It's the movie where the kids have cooties. It's an actual disease, and it's like being zombies.
Oh, really? That sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, she's just fighting against zombie kids, basically.
Nice.
Planet 51.
Oh, I watched that with Rose. We actually really enjoyed it.
I was gonna say I had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, it's
I liked all the very obvious joke tropes in that movie.
It is. Well, it's a fun reversal, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a great double feature.
I love those two movies.
Grumpy old men.
Grumpy Earl.
And Grumpy Earl.
I think I've only ever seen the first one. I should probably grab that.
Second one has some great moments too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I like both of them.
Well, those
I do
those
too.
two, yeah. Jack
It
Lemmon,
felt
Walter
like
Matthau.
the sequel to The Odd Couple. You know,
They
it's
were.
one
They
of
were
those.
the original Odd Couple.
Great. Double bill. They worked very well together.
Absolutely. Great chemistry. Hey, the great
A
mouse
great mouse
detective.
detective. With a sticker that will not fucking come off.
The
Water
Gun,
and
bro.
Kleenex.
the big finale
I
in
got glue gun.
the big finale in the works of the clock is inspired by Castle Cagliostro, by the way.
Oh.
That is a Miyazaki inspired film. Oh yes.
Love that movie.
Yes.
I forced my dad to watch that.
That was the first sort of quote-unquote real horror movie I showed to Rosie, and she loved it, especially the
I remember
trolls,
that.
especially the farting trolls. She thought they were hilarious. The guy's like, "Ugh."
That's one of my favorite movies.
Lost in translation.
That is such a heartwarming and simultaneously heartbreaking movie.
Yep.
I find it difficult to watch sometimes, but I love it.
I don't have it.
Season 10 of The Simpsons.
Simpsons did it.
That puts me at 1 through 10 now. I have.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were that far behind.
Yep.
I am.
I collected this year.
I am right up to date. I still have to watch them all, but I'm right up to date. It's good because it's getting into stuff like, yes, Kralatin Troll Hunter is a horror film. It is a found footage horror film. Just because it's not a particularly scary one does not mean it is not part of the genre. It's not science fiction. It's not drama. It's not comedy. Horror is the closest genre that fits.
The Witch wasn't a horror film.
Oh my god.
Dynafire.
Slap the shit out of all of those people. Sorry, is that it, Stout?
Yep.
Alright. Garage Gamber?
I have two very awkward pickups.
Awesome. Those are my favorite kind.
I got new shoes.
I got this dildo, and then I got this dildo.
You were just the one.
I got two, obviously.
So is that your two pickups? Is that the left and right foot?
At least it's not a trash bin.
Oh, speaking of left
Or
foot and right
10.
foot, left foot, right foot. Did you take and bite out the apple?
What the fuck are you
I
babbling?
don't know what that is.
It's a
but
Family
okay.
Guy reference.
Oh, okay.
But yes, new non-slip shoes for work.
Okay.
I got you caught up on
And-
Family Guy too.
Those are not cheap.
And these are about $50. But
Yeah,
I got
actually, it's like $20.
I found a speaking of work, I found a button on the
Oh,
floor in
yes.
our children's department.
Make sure you get a focus on it.
Yeah,
I
and
know
it's
this- I know
a
what this
picture
is.
of a snow globe of the desert, and it just says, "Oh come on."
Wait for it to focus.
I don't
Put
think
your
my
hand behind it.
camera doesn't autofocus.
Oh.
Damn it. No.
Oh, it says "fuck you."
Okay.
It just says "fuck you," the desert.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I found this. This was in our children's department
Yes.
on the floor.
Excellent.
Nice.
Huh.
I think you said
pretty good
if Skin Slip was a snow globe,
I said if
This would
skin
be-
flip was a button,
Oh, that's what it was.
it would just be "fuck you," the desert.
Fuck you. Yep.
That's pretty rad. I'm jealous.
That's awesome.
I know.
So,
At
so
first,
random.
I thought of Brandon the first time. I go, "Oh yeah, that's right. He collects buttons and stuff like
I
that."
collect pins, actually.
Pins, well, pins, buttons, it's all kind of in the same league. Something like that.
I'm a snob, but I'll take that button and put it next right to my pins because that's rad.
I would put it on my work hat if I wouldn't get fired.
Yeah.
Need to talk to you about your flair. Don't think that's really appropriate for wearing in the children's section. Stout Major Motoko says that is part 1 of Karas. To get the complete story, you will need to get Karas Revelation. If you got Karas' Prophecy, which I guess is the first name of the first one.
Okay.
Alright, so there you go. So 2-parter, apparently. Now let us know how it is, because the cover looks pretty rad,
My
actually.
review was meh.
Oh, well. I've really enjoyed some anime that has been generally regarded as meh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You might enjoy it.
Because you're a pleb.
I thought it was okay.
Pleb.
I-
Not a weeaboo.
Not the worst thing in the universe.
All anime is good!
I don't feel revolted when I see the cover, so apparently it wasn't bad. Sorry.
Fucking weeb.
Was that both your pickups?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, alright.
Pair of shoes and a
Alright.
fuck you button.
Excellent. That's a good haul.
Yeah,
Alright.
no actual purchases for me this week.
What you got, Scan Slap?
I was at Safeway and they had this World's Smallest Toys. They were on sale for $1.75 if you had a club card. So I got and they only had 2. So I got the World's Smallest Hot Wheel. It's awesome. Apparently there's actually more than one Hot Wheel. I didn't know that. There's like 6 different ones.
That's cool.
And then they had a 2-pack of Gumby and Pokey.
Yay!
And they're
Nice.
bendable and posable.
Sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
Real toy. Yeah.
I grew up watching
Pretty cool.
Gumby.
You know, they've got the whole original series, like 50s and 60s series on DVD, and it's fairly cheap, too.
And then I paid for this like 3 months ago during a Kickstarter. And this is Warriors of the Kingdom.
Oh,
And the
yeah!
Warriors of the Kingdom. This guy is inspired by Lion-O, obviously.
Clearly.
Pretty cool. I really like them.
Yeah.
They're pretty neat figures. The bracers on his arms don't like to stay. You can see how it's turned around in the package. They're super loose, and I could like heat it up and squeeze it, but it's all right until you met. And it's collector's packaging, so you can take it out freely.
Nice. I love
Hard to
that.
slide on.
Yeah.
I collect GI Joe scale figures, 3 3/4 to 4 inch, 3 inch to 4 inch figures, basically.
Just ones that specifically appeal to you for some reason, basically.
You know, I try to collect a little bit of I try to kickstart all the 3 1/4 inch figure lines.
Okay.
For at least one figure. Like there's like a Action Force or something that's being made right now. Not Action Force. It's Captain Eagle or Eagle Force or some. It's formerly a British like GI Joe Action Man's type toy line.
Okay.
They bought the rights for it. They made 3 1/4 inch figures for it, and I bought them. I'm actually in for 2 of those, a 2-pack of those.
Nice.
They're relaunching Sectors. Sectors, I mean, as I've posted in.
That's one
Back
I
card.
should back, actually, because I loved the Sectors.
I'm kind of annoyed because I paid $45 for the same price for all the other ones, and they're telling me they're not going to be able to provide collector backings. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
So I have to tear up the fucking backer card because you're an asshole.
Oh, this is going to be...
I'm going to have to fucking X-Acto knife the plastic off it because I don't want to tear. I want to keep the backer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Oh, yeah, I always like to keep those, too.
Plus, I mean, I think I can buy those like fronts, so I might be able to make it into a collector's packaging.
Oh, okay.
Motherfuckers.
Well, that sucks.
I was gonna back the $75 horse from the Vitruvian Hacks. They had like a 45 point like articulated horse, and I was like, oh, I want it, but like can't afford it because I had to do things like buy this guy.
Oh, sweet!
So I announced a few weeks ago that I was like starting a book on these rubber monster toys, and I've got my first piece in. I've got a guy in Germany who had to pay for shipping for that one, and then I've got Justin has a few of them for me, and then I actually have 2 giant insects already packed away.
Nice.
But I'm starting to pick these up. This is called a saber-tooth serpent. So this would usually come with a saddle or with a chariot.
Mm-hmm.
You can also buy the chariot separately. So if anybody in the audience has these things,
That's pretty rad.
like these kind of toys. Like they had like a 2-headed Hydra or 2-headed dragon. They had a 3-headed Hydra. There's another. There's a 2-headed like another kind of war beast. It's called a war beast, but I don't know. It's just another beast like this. You know, they don't have to be Imperial toys. It could be any kind of those like monster toys, like these Godzilla figures like this. You know.
Yeah.
Or the giant. I'm looking. So if you guys, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So if you guys have any like any of these, just you gotta hit me up. I'm at skinslip@gmail.com or skinslip on Twitter. Hit me up. I will buy them from you. Or if you just want to get rid of them, I'm accepting donations of rubber monster toys and dinosaurs. Because I'm working on these collector's guides for them. So this is number one. And the last. And the only thing anyone gives a shit about, I double dipped deep red for this fucking collector's box set. John, you paying attention?
Sorry.
Yeah, you really wanted to see that. You missed it.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
And aren't you forgetting something too? I mean,
There.
Oh, is this person?
No, that was me. No, sorry. One of the viewers just dropped a pretty major.
I timed him out. He's gone.
Spoiler.
Take a 300-minute break. Think about what he did.
Actually, did 600, but okay.
Oh, sorry, that's default 600. I thought it was 600.
See you in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you can still watch. You just can't participate in the chat because he was rude.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't rude. He was just expressing his dismay about something and unthinkingly dropped a major spoiler.
Spoilers are rude. That's what I mean. I'm not mean like it was intentionally being rude.
Oh no, I know it wasn't intentional, but.
All right, so
I still love you, Stewie.
Deluxe, yeah, that's why I didn't ban him. I just put him in the corner for breaking.
Oh wait, I know what you were showing. Sorry, I just totally missed. But that is fucking beautiful.
There's the poster.
How much is that set, and is it region free or no?
It's region. This is a U.S. set, so region free.
How much is it?
I think it's $40 right now on Amazon.
Seriously? Fuck,
yeah.
I might actually just buy it right now.
So here's the booklet, the front, the back. Let me make sure there's no nudity. Yeah, no. Here's like a middle section of photos. There's essays in here. Here's the cover. This is a reversible cover here. This is what the original poster art looks like, and this is what the commissioned art looks like. So the reversible of this is this cover here. So I don't want to reverse it because it's annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. The only thing anyone cares about is the Blu-rays. So.
That's pretty sexy. I like the toys too.
I'm doing the collector's guides. I'm gonna do a video on my channel as soon as I get a few more pieces.
That's a pretty nice set.
Yes.
Oh, I meant to say I'm looking for a 13-inch pink King Kong. Yes, that sounds weird. Sounds like a sex toy, but no. It's a 13-inch King Kong figure. I'm looking for it. Please contact me if you are willing to sell this. Just throw me what you want for it. We'll talk. We'll negotiate. Skinslip@gmail.com. I need this figure in my life. It is. I'm basically. I have eBay open with a search of King Kong, and I'm just refreshing it every few hours.
Yeah.
I'm no joke. And look at the newly listed items. I'm trying to find this fucking thing because I want it that bad, guys. It is an item I need to have in my life. This 13-inch King Kong. It's technically a bootleg, but it's based off a 13-inch based off an 8-inch black Imperial Toys King Kong. And this company, I believe, is Dorme. It's around the time Dorme was doing their Godzilla knockoffs at 13-inch, but Dorme didn't market Dorme because it's a bootleg, so it's just called just a China on the bottom. So they mocked it off in black and pink. The black ones you can find. I'm looking for a pink one. They're a little harder to find, but let's talk.
I think I found a couple of pictures of it here, just so people can see.
Oh, I could have provided the picture, I guess, but
that's okay. I got it here.
Aren't
I
you
got
sitting
it
on something new?
Watch, it's gonna be a dildo, right?
Totally. It was the King Dong, right?
King Dong.
Extra large King Dong, pink.
But yes,
There we go.
garage sale season's coming up. Go to your flea markets, your swap meets. I'm buying them. I'm buying them duplicates.
Sorry,
It's
I didn't realize
okay.
that was such shitty resolution. But anyway, so
Yeah,
that's
it.
the pink one, and then here
That's that smaller one's the 8-inch, the Imperial one that it's knocking off, basically.
You can see it.
Oh, look how crappy those arms look. It's so awesome. Yeah, there's a black. That's what they did 2 of them, a black and a pink one. I'm looking for both, but I really want that pink one.
Because it's the rarer one.
It's rarer, but I want it because look, it's awesome. I collect flesh tone action figure or like little mini figures.
There you go.
And so if he's flesh tone pink with a flesh tone figure that looks about the size of Fay Ray in his hand, that's what I want it for. You don't want him as shelf candy. I also need pieces in my. I don't need photos. I need actual pieces in my collection because I have a professional photographer who's going to take photos for the photo book. Because it's part art book, part collector's guide. It's a collector's guide, but the photos are going to be like
it'd be like a coffee table book, I assume.
Exactly. I'm looking at about 100, 200 pages right in there. Big fucking book.
Big glossy photos.
I'm going to go to Kickstarter to finish it off after I get all the photos. But it's going to be a few years away because I got to collect all the pieces still.
Gotcha.
So I'd be forever grateful if anyone wants to donate any pieces they pick up for swap meets and flea markets and fucking consignment shops and garage sales that you go to. Like, if any of those you want to donate them, I'd be forever grateful. But if you want to sell them, I'm buying them too. So please keep your eyes open, folks. My girlfriend says,
Brandon,
my girlfriend says flesh tone shelf candy. This really sounds like a sex toy. I love my girlfriend. So,
I swear there was something you missed there in your pickup.
Oh,
I swear.
Right. Thank you. I totally forgot.
I
forgot. I have one last pickup.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It's just a Razi.
Oh yeah.
Chair. I bought a new chair so it doesn't squeak.
That looks like
you got
a
a better chair.
Spaceship Commander chair. That looks awesome.
It sells for $350 on Amazon, but I got it for $160 through Mass Drop.
Nice.
Which is the only reason I was able to afford like Deep Red, and the other thing is because I found a good deal on the chair. I actually had saved up $300 to buy this chair.
That's pretty sweet.
It took me a long time to save $300 because I'm disabled. It took me a long time to be able to afford it. I got expenses. I got bills, motherfucker. So you guys all know that I've been real penny pinching.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a lot of giant pickups like I used to do because I was trying to buy this thing. You know, I had the computer followed by this. I immediately went right to this. So. Yeah. Yeah, that's everything. You can unselect me now, so I'm not center of attention.
Here we go. All right. Okay, I only got 3 things this week. As I said, I haven't really sort of finished my shopping for the week. I'm probably going to order a few things on Amazon. Just kind of haven't decided what yet. Kind of leaning towards that Deep Red set. That looks pretty sexy. And that is a really good Argento film.
There's a plumage already, right?
I don't have... I have, like, almost nothing right now. I've just got a couple of the old Anchor Bay Blu-rays.
I thought you bought the Crystal Plumage limited edition set, too.
I did not.
I was about to say, if you had that Crystal Plumage, you definitely have to get Deep Red now.
Yeah. I think... yeah, Crystal Plumage still appears to be available and fairly cheap, too. So I might actually grab that.
Ooh,
maybe get
it's
the 2.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You want to go get it and show it to you?
Cat of Nine Tails. I've seen it. I've seen it at the. They have it at the.
But do you want me to show you the contents of it, Sean?
I'm fine.
You don't want me to buy it? Sean, just for you.
Anyway, my pickups now.
Try to say yes.
I hate you.
Oh, Sean. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it's the beautiful cover. Oh.
I know.
Comes out real easy.
It just slides out so easy.
I actually never unfolded this poster.
Oh, really? Oh, well, there you go. All the more reason to show it.
Yeah, so you're special, bro. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's
front
really
cover,
nice.
But it's this cover. It's this poster.
Oh, there you go. That's like the classic.
Yeah, I'm actually not a fan of it. But
no, the newer one definitely looks nicer.
And then the front cover and the back cover of the book.
Yeah. That's such a just fun movie too. Like it's got some really quirky characters in it, and it's just a good old-fashioned giallo murder mystery.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, they both come with art card, postcards. And stuff.
Nice.
So you're getting that too.
That's pretty sweet.
I forgot to mention that.
I was looking on Amazon. That edition goes for like under $20 right now.
This one, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to get this. You so need to get this.
Let me just double check if that's actually. Yeah, it's the special edition. Holy shit.
You need to get that. That's a fucking steal.
Okay, well then I will.
Right now, before you finish, because otherwise someone's gonna buy it.
All right, let me just double check, and I'm just gonna compare the CA price, because CA I can get things faster. Deep Red, by the way, is $50 US on Amazon.com and $50 Canadian on Amazon.ca. So guess which site I'm gonna go with.
That's cheaper. Wow, that's like $35.
It's like significantly cheaper. Yeah.
That's because they have more stock, and less people want it. I bet.
Yeah, it's through. Oh no, it says it's through Amazon.ca. Okay,
there are like more people in Los Angeles than there are in Canada. So I mean, like, you know.
Wait, Sean, that bird with the crystal plumage is the regular Arrow edition, not the box set.
It says special edition.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say limited edition.
Oh.
It's gonna be in one of the other options.
Never mind. Oh, okay. Well, they have that edition on Amazon CA for $203.
Oh,
perfect.
Hey, it's only $99 here.
Oh, awesome! What a deal.
That's only 140 Canadian.
Yeah.
Save 60 Canadian dollars.
Sorry to.
But dude, Deep Red, beautiful.
Oh well. I'll at least get might at least get Deep Red. I don't know. I'll have to check the budget. I might get nothing.
Take pity on Sean and send him your extra bird with crystal plumage.
It's because we know all of you have piles and piles of spares.
People do that. They buy 2 or 3 of them and they literally stockpile the son bitches because they're limited.
True. That is true. Okay. Anyway, my pickups now.
Can you unselect me?
I did. You're unselected.
No, I'm not.
Well, you are on my end, so just wait for it.
Give it some time.
It'll happen. Okay, so just comics this week. Have not bought any Blu-rays yet. We'll probably might have a couple by next week. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of penny pinching at the moment, just kind of stocking up on stuff I actually need rather than stuff I want. But anyway, stopped by the comic shop, picked up a trio of trades. Well, actually 2 trades and a hardcover. First up, we got a new Rick and Morty book called Pocket Like You Stole It. So this was apparently one of the mini-series that they did. It was a 5-part mini-series, loosely based on the popular, by the Pocket Morty's mobile game. So apparently there's a mobile game, and this is a comic book based on the mobile game. But it's by the same creative team that does the regular comic, and it looks fantastic. Just beautiful, beautiful artwork in this. I say it every time. If you like the show, read the comics. You will not be disappointed.
Oh, I gotta get points.
I
was wondering how long Ryan can hold that face.
Next up, had to grab this the second I saw it on the shelf. Got Werewolf by Night, the Complete Collection, Volume 2. So this...
It's good shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So this, in case you're wondering, there's going to be 3 volumes total, so there's just 1 more to go. It's already scheduled. It's coming out later this year. So this contains Werewolf by Night.
Fuck.
Huh?
Sorry. Ryan Chattaway just showed up.
Oh, hi, Ryan. Okay, he's been practicing his pedophile laugh. That's excellent.
It's actually going really well, to be honest with you.
It is, yeah.
Right.
So this has Werewolf by Night numbers 16 through 30, Giant-Sized Creatures number 1, Giant-Sized Werewolf numbers 2 through 4. One of those, by the way, is also in the Monster Frankenstein compendium because it guest stars Frankenstein's monster. And material from Monsters Unleashed numbers 6 and 7. Also, which has some material in the Monster Frankenstein one. Now, we were talking about the relative thickness of Ryan's penis versus, I mean...
You just said relative thickness, and I was giggling already.
Yeah.
So it's like that thick.
So if you take a look, you can notice that the second volume is actually a little bit thicker than the first volume. I noticed that when I saw them.
That's what Ryan said.
So
that's what she said.
If you go by actual page count here, stories, and okay, yeah. So volume 1 is 423 pages. Volume 2 is 439. So actually, they're not that different. It must be slightly thicker paper in the second volume. Anyway, great stuff. Really good. The second volume of Tomb of Dracula has also been scheduled for later this year. I don't know why they postponed it so much. Now, this was a really cool find. as I mentioned before, the local comic shop has a bargain shelf where they clear out old trade paperbacks, and you sometimes find some hardcovers there too. It's usually $10 each, or 3 for $25. I took a skim through the whole thing. There wasn't much there that was grabbing me, but this one in particular did. I've actually had my eye on this series for a long time. I remember when it originally came out. I thought it looked really cool. I just never got around to picking it up. So they put out this beautiful deluxe edition. Got Camelot 3000 by Mike Barr and with artwork by Brian Boland. And this is fantastic. So it's basically sort of the legend of King Arthur sent hurtling into the far-flung future of the year 3000. And very cool.
I didn't even know that came out. Fuck.
It's there's a softcover edition as well, but I grabbed this because this is the hardcover edition for $10. So I couldn't pass that up.
Out of print for $30, so good deal, bro.
Is it? Yeah.
And the softcover's out of print too. But
the usual, the cover price of it is $34.99 US or $39.99 Canadian. So I mean, yeah.
Canadian, eh?
Canadian, eh?
Man,
So-
it goes, is that about a parking lot for camels?
Absolutely.
For 22,
It's
actually.
the Camel Lot. Yes. So very nice. I love sort of some 80s style sci-fi fantasy type stuff. And Brian Boland, of course, if the name is
Volume? Ooh.
if the name is familiar, was of course the artist for The Killing Joke. And he primarily is a cover artist, but this is one of the few cases where he actually did the full artwork for an entire miniseries, which is pretty cool. Love his artwork. Very detailed, very expressive faces on the characters, and just really, really nice stuff. So,
Speaking of expressive faces,
I love your artwork.
thanks, baby. So since you're here, Ryan, in the middle of pickups, you got any pickups this week?
No, I didn't get anything this week.
Okay. Ryan doesn't buy movies. He hates movies.
I hate them.
Movies suck.
God.
That's just all porn on the back shelf there. He puts it in regular movie cases so people won't suspect, but we all know the truth.
You seen the movie Shame? 10 times worse.
I don't hear a denial.
You see that Godfather DVD or Blu-ray over there? That's not the Godfather. That's the Throb Father.
The Throb Father.
Whoa, okay. Hey, Camelot 2000 was one of DC Comics' first direct market projects, and one of its first maxi series.
Nice.
So it's the first comic book series to be printed on Baxter paper instead of newsprint. Also,
Yes, that's one of the things I remember about it.
First, man.
It was really nice deluxe edition with Baxter paper. I loved stuff on Baxter paper. It was just a really that was like what they saved for their elite, like, you know, highbrow comics. I always felt like I had something special. You know, the Doctor Who comic they printed on Baxter paper, which was a pretty big deal because it wasn't even part of like the Epic line or anything. It was just a regular Marvel line, but they printed it all on Baxter paper, which is pretty nice.
Right on.
Yeah. I also
If
find
you're thinking that's Casablanca in Ryan's background, no, that's Asablanca.
Casablanca.
Yeah.
The
Jesus, guys.
I found also, like, just regarding how different types of paper age over the years, all the comics I have printed on Baxter paper look almost as good as the day I bought them. Like, they've still held up. Like, it was a really quality paper stock. Now, of course, everything's on glossy paper, which just lasts forever. But back then, there was a much wider line between quality of paper. You know. I don't know. Ludo found something pervy in what I said there, but
Wider.
Jesus, guys.
Yep.
I like how I found this picture when looking up 13-inch pink King Kong.
That's drunk King Kong versus Godzilla.
Drunk King Kong.
This is apparently a stock shot from King Kong Escapes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Same suit. Easy enough to.
Oh yeah, but it just looks like he's like getting a blowjob or something. He's just like,
Just the droopy eyes, man.
So expressive.
Well, I came in at the perfect time then.
You.
That's
to
awkward.
give King Kong a
Uh-huh.
blowjob. What?
Oh wait,
I like King Kong Escape's better because it has Mechani-Kong.
Oh yeah, I still gotta watch those. I've seen the first one like years and years and years ago. But
Dude, get on it.
I know. I was kind of holding off because I wanna do like a big show-a-thon and like go through all the Showa era stuff.
Didn't we say that same thing? Like we said that same thing like 2 years ago.
Actually, more like 5 years ago. But
the problem is we couldn't get two of the movies because they're out of print and $100 each on DVD.
Yes.
But now,
yes.
So.
That's right. So we got the Criterion set coming out sometime this year. Everybody's better be saving up money for it because it's going to be expensive.
Some of those things they've announced for streaming, they have had for more than 2 years without releasing anything. So.
Well, then you got even more time to save up just in case.
Yep.
Just set
no matter
aside.
what, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get that. Cause I need
fuck yeah. That's like... I mean, not only that, but I mean, it's the Blu-ray debut of a lot of those movies.
Almost all of those, actually.
And we get I guess all the classic media ones that have only been on DVD forever, and and then the two that have been out of print forever. So it's like a double whammy of goodness.
With a special conversation with Matthew Broderick.
Wow.
That was either just really...
do a commentary and got a little...
It was either just really stinky or I shit myself. So...
I mean, that sounded... God, that sounded so much like the fake fart sound.
Fake farts. Fake news.
That's what you get for
fake
farting to the name Matthew Broderick.
Fake ass.
The biggest fake of them all. Just kidding. We love you, Matthew Broderick.
Let's
play thermonuclear war.
I can't remember where I heard the theory, but I heard a theory recently about Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh God.
Where
the Cameron theory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That Cameron actually just made up Ferris Bueller in his head.
Oh. That Ferris Bueller doesn't actually exist. That it's just Cameron living vicariously through this fantasy scenario.
Yeah.
Because his life.
And he actually was laying in the bed dying.
His life is such shit.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land.
To be fair, it's not hard to imagine the already amply troubled Cameron as being just a little bit more troubled.
Yeah.
He definitely had some issues, and some issues with his overbearing father. Gotta take a stand.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller, you're my hero.
This is the part where Cameron goes crazy. I love the long pull back from inside Cameron's mouth as he's screaming his lungs out.
Oh God, I watched one of those screen rant videos about 10 theories that'll like ruin Disney films or something. Like that.
Some of those can be fun.
Oh yeah, and they're all like morbid.
Of course. They have to ruin them.
It's just like this person, the theory going around is like in Frozen they were actually vampires who did. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yay! Phone call annoying Sean.
I like the Ed and Eddie theory where the cul-de-sac is just purgatory for everybody involved.
Oh, I know, right?
Which explains Rolf.
So which one was purgatory?
Ed and Eddie, the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
The kids in the cul-de-sac is just purgatory.
Oh yeah, it was stuff like that. It's like they were all actually dead, and this is purgatory. The whole show is just purgatory, and
yeah,
and it's just and that's what they were all like. It was just shit like that. Like, oh, what was one of them? I just stopped watching it at that point, and it had something to do with. It was something like Frozen or Tangled or something like that. One of those shows, one of those movies. And it had some kind of death theory about how this person's actually dead, and they're harboring of the body. And I was like, it's a Disney movie. It's a Exactly.
Nah,
That's what your brain is doing.
There might be some other subtle subtext there, but that's probably not it.
And it's just like when you come up with such off-the-wall subtext that even the creators of the show are going, "Are you high?"
I just like to say at this juncture, I really hope that's just butt sweat. Anyway.
Probably not butt sweat.
The question is, when you stand up, does it stick?
Or does it dribble?
When you stand up, you now feel
such dribble in the bibble.
Well, on that note, I need to go to bed shortly.
But check your pants first.
Well, I will.
I guess I had to
at least take a shit before you go to bed.
I had to.
Christ.
I had to pop in before you went to bed. No, I just saw y'all were still on, and I was like, I haven't been on in a while. I'm just gonna pop open my phone.
Holder. Oh my god.
For sure, we started a bit earlier this week just because I'm on stupid early shifts, so I need sleep. Of course, now I just downed a bunch of coffee to wake up for the show, so now I'm wired.
Are you retarded?
Profusely.
I went full retard. Alrighty.
Son.
Oh, good question. Carlatin says, when will Skyrim resume?
Okay.
I hope that answers your question. And
really
suddenly, Sean is sitting up tall.
He's gonna go
shitting his pants over and over again.
Penis.
Oh, I got a fart. Big ass.
I think the answer is when he has more hard drive space. I think that's the answer.
Actually, that is kind of pressing. I have enough room for a couple of sessions, and then I'm out of space. So,
God damn it, in drive.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna check around and see what my options are. Even if I could just get a cheap hard drive just to like throw a bunch of the files on there to get them off the main drive. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see something. I don't know. Anyway.
God, man.
And we'll see you next week. It's just blasting out both ends. I think I'll have another steak. Clearly, I haven't eaten enough garlic tonight. All right. Have yourselves a good night and a good week, everybody. And we'll see you again whenever we see you. Probably next Saturday around this time-ish. And until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. And sayonara.
Giant 13-inch pink.
God damn. All right. See ya.
Pink King Kong, baby.